What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for watching another video. This is my MK7 GTI. I've had the car for a couple of weeks now and I've put a few hundred miles on it and it's been nothing but fun. So in today's video I want to talk about why the MK7 GTI is the perfect entry-level tuner car. So there are a lot of different tuner cars in so many different platforms that people like to go with. You have the GTI, you have your WRXs, your Focus STs. If you want to go a little crazier, Golf Rs, S3s, Focus RSs, STIs, Evos. There's so many different tuner cars that people like to go with. Now, if you want to just put your foot into the door of getting a car that is highly modifiable and you can have a lot of fun with for not a lot of money, the GTI is the perfect car for you. Now, a MK7 GTI you can easily find for sale right now under $20,000 with decent miles, and the best thing about these cars is that there is such a huge aftermarket support, from suspension to tuning to bolt-ons, different hybrid turbo setups. You can do so much with these cars for not too much money. And if you're a parent looking to buy your kid their first car and they want something a little more fun, this is something perfect. Or if you're a teenager or a young adult and you have a certain budget and you don't want to spend so much money but you want to have fun, the GTI is the perfect car that you can get to be able to modify and have fun with. Even in stock form, these cars make more than 220 horsepower, more than 250 foot-pounds of torque, and you can get these cars available in a DSG automatic or in a 6-speed manual transmission. Either transmission you choose is not a bad option. They both have pros and cons. GTIs have been modified for years now, from so many generations ago. There are so many different things you could do with them, from the Mark IVs to the Mark Vs, the Mark VIs, and now the Mark VIIs. The MK7 is way ahead of everything else. These cars can make so much power. There are so many different examples online of people with a stage 2 downpipe E32 making mid 300s to the wheels and almost 400 foot-pounds of torque in these cars, which is honestly ridiculous. Not to mention, these cars have a huge aftermarket support. Like I said before, there are so many different companies that make parts for these cars, so you have such a huge selection that you can make, from tuning companies to exhaust systems to suspension to wheels and tires. You can spend hours online to build the perfect car for you. So honestly, if I were in the market for a tuner car, I would definitely consider the GTI, just because there are so many different things, guys, that you could do with them. I've owned many different cars, from Mini to Miata. I have my S3, and this GTI is just different. Like, it's nice to have a basic fun car that I could rip around, have no problems. These cars are known to be pretty reliable. Take care of them, do proper maintenance on them, they'll last a long time. Go online on different forums, on Facebook groups. There are so many different people that have well over 100,000 miles on these cars, tuned on hybrid setups that have absolutely zero issues. So don't be worried that if you tune these cars and do modifications to them, that you're gonna either blow your motor or have any issues, because most likely if you take care of them and do the right things, you'll have zero problems overall. Another thing as well is that the competition of these cars, if you put this against your Focus ST, your Subaru WRX, something like that, I feel like these cars just outdo them entirely. For example, a WRX is nice, it is all-wheel drive, but you cannot do many things to those cars without having issues. You can't put a lot of power into them. They're known to have ringland failure, they blow engines. That's just the nature of the beast with those cars, and you'll see it online overall. They have a lot of different issues. Now, I'm not saying that they're bad cars overall. If you need a good daily all-wheel drive, something like that, they're cool cars. I don't mind them. Same thing with like the Focus ST. Like, it's a Ford. It's not an awful car, but I just feel like you have a lot more selection when it comes to the GTI. Maybe I might be biased because I like Volkswagen, I like European cars, but these cars just have a good reputation. Go online, look at videos of these cars. They honestly run and beat a lot of cars that they shouldn't. A tune and different mods on these cars will really give V8s a hard time, like your Challengers and your Chargers. And don't forget, you could find these cars for a good deal on a budget. If you decide to go with the GTI, you won't regret it. It's a step below getting something like a Golf R or a Focus RS, maybe an STI, S3, just because those cars are on a level ahead of what this is. But this will be a budget-friendly, entry-level car for you to modify, to have fun with. And again, if you're a teenager just getting their license and you enjoy cars, definitely look into the GTI. There are so many, like I said, different things that you can do, so many different mods, so many aftermarket support mods that you can get for these cars, and you can build it just the way you want it. And also, if you're gonna daily this car, it's practical. You have a good amount of room in here, it's comfortable, it's a hatchback so you can fit whatever you want. It's just an overall awesome car. Again, you can do so many things with it, have it be a perfect daily, and have fun all in one package if you go with the GTI. And for all of us, usually the number one thing is money. There's so many different on the market when I was looking for one that you'll find under $20,000 with under 80,000 miles that are in good condition with good service histories that are 100% stock, that'll give you a canvas for you to be able to tune and modify to your liking. And it's hard to find a fast, well, quote unquote fast, because it depends on what your definition of fast is, but a quick, fun tuner car is hard to find for a good price nowadays. And even things like, for example, if you want to put like an FRS or a BRZ in that same conversation, some of those are still over 20K either way from like 2015, 2016. So that would be something fun if you wanted to go that route. But if you want a turbo car that can easily make over 300 horsepower, that can make close to 400 foot-pounds of torque, I don't see any other car in this competition that would outdo a GTI for what you could get, for the performance you get, and for the reliability and the practicality that you get with these cars. In conclusion, for this video, again, the GTI is the perfect entry-level tuner car for anybody from a teenager to a young adult to even an adult that's trying to get into cars or that are into cars and want something that they can modify easily. This is the perfect platform, guys. The MQB platform across all levels, from your A3, your S3, Golf R, your sport wagons, there's so many different awesome cars in the MQB platform, and this is one of the best budget-friendly cars you could get. From having fun to practicality to reliability, these cars are awesome. I'm having a blast with mine. It's a 6-speed manual, it's engaging, it's fun, and honestly, I can't wait to start modifying this in so many different ways to what I like. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. I promise you, this will be an awesome first car for you, and it's super budget friendly. They look good, they're awesome to drive, they're a fun time. But please like, comment, and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.